Here we go! Peachy!
Here I go!
We're back for another edition of the Funtendo Game Show, where we give you game, we talk about life, and we talk about everything that matters to you.
100%.
Today, fellas, we're going to talk about Hot Boy Summer. What it is, what it's about,
Prescription
and
junk.
what you're going to do to be prepared for it.
Drugs are illegal.
Now, if we look at the dictionary version, the definition under Urban Dictionary, they say hot boy summer when a group of young men are living their best lives.
Stupid people.
Looking good, feeling good, nothing can stop them. Now they're referencing hot girl summer, which I will show you what that looks like in just 1 second to get a little bit of perspective. However, for the purpose of today's lesson, today's Funtendo game lesson,
I'm going to show you.
we're going to break down Hot Boy Summer and what you need to do to get prepared for it.
I'd love that.
Guy number one, hey man, tonight's a great night. I'm having a blast. The weather's great. The beer's cold. Awesome day. Guy two, hell yeah man, Hot Boy Summer. Now, that sounds great, but let's flip the script and go over to the other side and see what Hot Girl Summer means.
Why?
Hot Girl Summer, a summer full of fun. Coach Meg, aka Megan Thee Stallion, the creator of Hot Girl Summer, said it best. Hot Girl Summer is about just being you, just having fun. It's turning up, driving the boat, and not giving a damn about what nobody's saying.
I don't give
a summer
damn.
where you in charge of your own happiness. Chase the bag. And we ain't crying over no man, period. It's a hot girl summer. I need all the hot girls to get y'all's head in the game.
All right!
The summer isn't over yet.
100%.
Now, fellas, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, it's important that we go back to the cuffing season schedule.
You've heard that before, right?
So, according to where we are currently in the cuffing season schedule,
I am a god.
it appears that we're right about right here, resign or spring break. Now, that's where you're either going to just quit totally or you're going to go on spring break.
I'm going to show you.
Followed by the uncuffed or cuffed season, April 16th to pretty much almost the end of summer, July 31st.
What I'm trying to say is like,
In my last video, it's important to mention that when it comes to fall time, that's when cuffing season is going to start.
It's the insurance.
Scouting is going to start August 1st to August 31st. Now, fellas, if you remember going back to my last video, cuffing season,
I doubt if she'll remember.
you will notice that I pointed out that women are actually getting prepared months in advance for this sort of activity to happen. They're getting prepared for Hot Girl Summer. Like I said, the booty shorts have to match the tube tops and the shirts. The sunglasses need to match the earrings. The hat needs to match the shoes.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Did you guys put that much preparation into getting ready for Hot Boy Summer?
No.
I don't think so. The most you guys do is maybe get a couple of new fresh outfits and maybe a couple of new pairs of shoes. But
I'm going to show you.
I showed you a woman's video where she had an entire routine that she was keeping up for months in advance.
It's in my
That
code.
included skincare, diet, exercise, mental health, spiritual health. She was checking every single box, getting ready for Hot Girls Summer.
Here we go!
Let's check in with one of these TikTokers and see what do they have to say.
I apologize for leaving my male followers a little bit hanging over the past couple weeks. But you know, just like men, I always come back. Welcome to our new series of how to have a hot boy summer. You know, how to be in your villain era, even though you men are already pretty. How to be even more but with a purpose. You know, even though I support my girls and I want us to be, you know, hot whores over the summer.
It's in my
men,
code.
This is the only time I let it slide for you. How to be a whore the right way. You know, how to be a whore, but not lead girls on and make them cry. I'm not gonna lie though, this isn't guaranteed to make all of them not cry, but at least when you have this guidebook, you're not leading them on in any way.
Thank you.
So part 1 is already posted, but we left off on number 4. All right, never care about streaks. Now you're probably like, Kimmy, that's so stupid. Why should I ever care about Snapchat streaks in the first place? I'm not gonna lie, there is something so hot about a man who like doesn't give a f of a Snapchat streak. It's like you're in constant communication with him like daily, but then he'll have days where he just like doesn't Snapchat you, and maybe like the streak dies for a day and then he Snapchats you the next day and it like doesn't matter. Like the highest streak you have with that man only really could be 4 or 5 days. I don't know what it is about that, but I just love it. It also just makes the girl think that you don't really care about Snapchat, you don't really use Snapchat. But I feel like also they can't really get mad that you're leaving them on, because it's like if he really wanted to talk to you, he would talk to you every single day, you know? I like you enough line. Let's say some girl really tries to have, you know, the what are we talk, right? When you are in that moment, guys really up here because I don't know if they just want to be, but they really always say the wrong thing. You have to be so straightforward in this moment and be like, you know what? I like you enough to keep hanging out with you, but I don't see this going anywhere. Like anytime that sort of, do you like me? What do you think of me? You have to be straight up and say, I like you enough to keep hanging out with you.
You've heard that before, right?
Better comes along, okay? As much as it is thing to say, like at least to me, like I always want honesty. I want to know exactly what a dude's intentions are. Like that won't hurt my feelings if you're not leading me on. Like if you're straight up letting me know, like I like you enough, but I know this isn't going anywhere. I would appreciate that so that I don't get hurt in the long run. And going off of that, you know, you never want to tell a girl that you enjoy spending time with her, or don't even say hanging out, just say hanging. You know, I like you enough to keep hanging with you, but that's about it. Like, I hate when guys say spending time, because it like, oh, spending time is just, it's so much extra work. Why do you need to say it? And it makes it seem like you actually care enough to spend quality time with them, but you don't. When you just say hanging, it lets me know you don't actually give a f- me. Never let a girl know you thought of her. Oh, I saw his favorite type of wine I know you liked at the store. I just had to pick it up for you. No.
All right, so she gave a couple of decent tips in there for a hot guy summer.
Okie dokie.
But I'm going to break it down for you fellas. Never take advice from a woman about women. They're not going to always give you the best advice. Sometimes you might get a couple of shimmers and sparkles of things that might actually work. But in the end, most of their position is basically to keep you kind of dumbed down so that you continue being a part of the simp matrix and you actually can't get out. So the information that they're giving you, and this is going to go for your mom, your grandmother, your sister,
Martha,
your auntie, the information they're going to provide you about other women is going to be to purposefully keep you in a weakened state, just so that if there's a back door open in case they need to exploit your simp-like ways. They're never going to build you all the way up to the point where you have no weaknesses and you got all the game, because that would not be in their best interest.
Mamma mia!
Again, it doesn't matter. Mama, grandmama, yeah, I know they love you. Yeah, I know they're going to try to look out for you. Yeah, I know they're going to try to put you up on a little couple crumbs of game in here and there, just so they could seem like they actually really do care about you. But at the end of the day, like I said, they're always going to keep you in a weakened state. And until you get old enough to discover the truth, or you bump into somebody like me that actually has real knowledge about women and knows the true nature, you're never going to know a lot of this stuff. You're just going to be dumbified until that point. So let's jump into the next video here.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile. Perfection.
We do not tolerate failure, number 3.
All right, fellas, let's get back to the cuffing season schedule, because it's important that you guys know what's going on and you can get prepared.
100%.
So, cuffing season is going to officially start in December.
You've heard that before, right?
So what that means is right now is the time where you have to get prepared. You got to get ahead of the game, guys.
Understand.
The girls are already preparing 3 to 6 months in advance. You guys got to be preparing 7 to 9 months in advance if you want to get ahead of the game and you want to actually win when it comes to cuffing season.
I'm smart.
So, what that means, guys, is...
I hate to break it to you guys.
Unfortunately, Hot Boy Summer is canceled. It's finito, Carlito. Out. Forget about it.
Mamma mia!
Forget about Hot Boy Summer.
Mamma mia!
And here's why. Because you got to get ready for cuffing season. If you don't want to end up like last year where you did not even make it through the tryouts, that means there was no preseason for you.
Here we go.
You missed out on cuffing season. Or even if you did, some of you guys made cuffing season, but you missed the playoffs.
I'm not mentioning no names.
Some of you guys made the playoffs, and then you got to the championship game, and you lost.
Don't cry.
Again.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry,
Dumped
don't cry, don't cry.
on February 15th, or you were dumped on December 30th.
100%.
Now,
I'm going to show you
when
why.
I tell you that Hot Boy Summer is canceled, the reason why we're canceling Hot Boy Summer is because you guys got to get ready.
I don't care.
You got to build up your mental and emotional muscles. Go build your physical muscles. Build up your finances. Start building and preparing so that when it comes time for cuffing season, tryouts, cuffing season, playoffs, championship game, you're winning all the way around. We're not going to keep doing this where we show up at the last minute unprepared. You show up for scouting and, you're sloppy and all out of shape. You ain't got no kind of conversation. Your clothes is looking like you was wearing them last year. All your shoes is beat up.
First things first.
Your Nikes ain't even got the check marks on the side no more. So, fellas.
Know your role and shut your mouth because
Hot Boy Summer is canceled. So we can get focused on cuffing season next year. And not only that, do we want to be focused on cuffing season next year, we're focused on winning the championship.
It's in my
because
code.
For me, it's not enough to be scouted. It's not enough to be drafted. It's not enough for me to get a tryout or make the preseason or make the cuffing season. It ain't enough to go to the playoffs. I know some of you fans out there are from cities where it's enough if you guys make the playoffs. You guys have had 15, 20, 30 years of championship droughts. Okay? And some of you fellas are out there are living just like that. You look down your pants, it's dusty down there, fellas. You're on a nice drought. It's drier than the Sahara.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Because
Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
You're not respecting the game. You're not respecting yourself. You're not taking the time to build yourself up. You're too busy watching champions play and become champions. You're too busy watching other people become great. You're too busy unfocused on the wrong areas of life that you should not be focused on.
And it's got to stop.
Example.
shut your mouth.
Let's say we did not cancel Hot Boy Summer.
The system is totally rigged.
Fine. We're not going to cancel it. We're going to go through as proceeded. How well are you guys prepared for Hot Boy Summer?
You looking for me?
Is your pocket fresh? Do you have plenty of extra cash to blow?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Number 2, is your vehicle fresh?
No.
What I mean by fresh is your vehicle cleaned up, ready, operational?
What I'm trying to say is like,
well maintenance. Can you open the door on the passenger side to actually allow a woman to get in? Does it work? Does her window go up and down like yours does? Does your air conditioning work?
No.
A lot of you men out there,
I don't care.
your AC ain't even working. And you trying to come pick a girl up for Hot Girl Summer, Hot Boy Summer. They don't want to be sweating It ain't called sweaty girl summer.
100%.
It's not sweaty boy summer. It's hot.
Please fasten
So
seatbelt.
if your AC ain't working in your car steady breaking down,
Do you expect me to talk?
your pocket's empty, and you're not living very, very comfortably, like thousands, tens of thousands in the bank, I would say. Everything taken care of. If you got kids, your kids is well taken care of. You already prepared for back to school next year. Your clothes game is together. Your money game is together. You got time to focus on potentially going out there and having a hot boy summer.
I'd love that.
But if that's not you, and you don't got tens of thousands in the bank right now, you don't have no extra money for no weekend trips with no chick, you don't got extra money, you don't got popcorn money, you don't got vacation money, you don't have date money, hot boy summer's canceled, fellas. Because you don't need that extra added expense.
100%.
So we're going to take a note out of the playbook that the ladies, remember when I told y'all that after you get dumped,
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
right
don't cry,
here,
don't cry.
either you got dumped right here, if the average date is $125 or better,
All I'm saying is
5 dates is going to be $600 or more. Even if you're only going on one date. 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 for 4 dates. 4 average dates. Now, there are cheap dates, but, you know, there's cheap women out here, and you get what you pay for. If you're trying to attract a quality woman,
know your role and shut your mouth because the people's champ is ready to
I
talk.
think it's best to just
Shut your mouth.
save that money and stack up.
Oh, thank you very much.
Now,
We're in the game.
a couple of videos ago, I broke down the criteria that I think men should expect from a woman. Now, we're going to flip that.
Here we go.
That same criteria applies to you.
When people don't like me, it's because I said the truth.
The same criteria applies to
I'm
you.
not mentioning no names.
So when I broke down the 5 C's, number 1, a career. What's your career looking like? Are you where you want to be?
You got a career?
Are you making the kind of money that you want to make?
You got a job?
Do you have a house?
No.
Do you own a car? Is your credit good?
No.
Are you positioning yourself for the future?
No.
I don't care.
If you didn't say yes to all of those things and you got cash, you don't need a hot boy summer. You need that chill, cool boy summer.
I'm going to show you.
So let's keep it above par over here. Let's keep it above par. All right.
You've heard that before, right?
The reason why you need to have your career is so that when cuffing season starts, you're going to be able to illustrate all of those qualities that you're seeking in a woman. You want a woman that's mature. So you have to be mature. You want a woman that pays her bills on time. So you're paying your bills on time. You want a woman with a car, her own crib, good credit. So this chill boys, cool boy summer that you're about to have, you're going to start focusing on all of the areas of your life that need improvement.
100%.
And you're going to stack your cash.
I don't suppose you care to share that information with me?
Number 2, crib. If you don't got your own crib and you're out here chasing girls around and skirts around and trying to bang out in public and in the car and taking girls down to your mama's basement and, you know, trying to get some on the couch at somebody else's house after a party, sneaking into bathrooms and stuff, you don't got no business out here running around for hot boy summer.
Shut your mouth.
You need to be focusing on getting your bread together so that you can get your own place.
You've heard that before, right?
So that list of the 5 C's that I kicked out for the ladies, we've just covered 2 for you guys, fellas. Number 1, get your career together. Number 2, get your crib, fellas. Staying at home with your mama, that ain't it. Number 3, credit. Okay? Get your credit together. Going back to the ladies. What did I say for the ladies? They got to have their own crib. They got to have their own career. They got to have their own credit. Right? It's no different for you. You out here running around, you know, no discipline when it comes to sleeping with women, trying to just whip your Johnson out every chance you can on any girl you can, but your credit is shot, brother. What are you doing out here, man? Get focused in. Get your credit game together.
Grow up, 007.
Aspire for a perfect score. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to make that, but the higher the score that you get, the better your opportunities are if you do need to borrow money to finance something. The other one that I mentioned for the ladies, gotta have a car. Guys, you ain't got no car. You know what? I had to break this down for somebody that I know. And when I told him this, he didn't really believe me. But I told him, if you don't have a car, women don't consider you to be a real man. And it's unfortunate. But if you don't have a car, they're looking at you crazy as hell. Like, how many times do you think that they're going to catch the bus or the train to come see you? Yeah, they'll do it once or twice when, you know, it's a slow Tuesday or something and they need to come get a free dinner up out of you. You know, yeah, they'll catch the bus when they're bored as hell and plans got canceled on them and their funds are low. But other than that, they ain't about to be jumping on no bus to come see you.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
They ain't about to be jumping on bus dates, going on bus dates to the movies like you're 14. You know, if you're 15, okay, that's acceptable. But when you're 20, 25, and you call yourself a man in this world, and you're catching the bus, you're doing a date on the train, don't expect for that to last. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you.
No wonder your relationships don't last.
Okay?
Now this one I'm particularly keen about.
Okay, fellas. I hope y'all are still with me.
The Rock has already told you.
I gotta break it down for y'all and tell y'all the truth because
We're in the game.
some of y'all daddies and uncles, they ain't gonna tell you that.
100%.
And to keep it 100, my daddy and my uncle, they didn't tell me neither. I had to go out here and I had to learn this game on my own until I mastered it and created a system out of it. Okay, so we talked about you having a career. That's going to illustrate that you're dedicated, you're focused, you're career-minded. You made it through the fire. Maybe you went to college, maybe you did a trade. Whether you're white collar or blue collar, that don't matter. But it's going to show that you get to the bag. Now, did you see an important part of Hot Girl Summer is getting to the bag? If you ain't got no bag to get to, then they ain't even looking at you. You think they're looking at you, but they're looking past you. They ain't looking at you. They looking over there where they think that bag is. Okay? So, that's why you got to have that career. Got to have your own car so that you can pull up like a real man and be respectable.
100%.
So that you can go and handle your business. So that you can go drop off your mama at her medical doctor appointment. So you could run your mama by the grocery store if you need to. So you can pick up a potential woman that you might possibly be able to get into a relationship with and show her that you can provide that aspect of security for her.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, he's got a car. Oh, he's got his own place. Oh, he's got good credit. Oh, he's got a career.
I hate this job.
Check, 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 check. More checks than Nikes. Let's go. Last but not least, number 5. You gotta have cash. For the exact same reason that I recommended that you should find a woman that has her own cash. You need cash on hand so you can manage your life. You need cash on hand so you don't have to depend on your credit card. You need cash on hand so that you can take advantage of specific investment opportunities in this down economy without having to go borrow. You need cash so that when y'all pull up at the county fair, you could go get you that corn dog and a licorice rope at the carnival and pay for them carnival rides for your date. That carnival doesn't take credit card, okay? So you need cash for those same reasons.
You've heard that before, right?
All right.
100%.
Now that we got that broke down, I just wanted to lay out the same criteria for men, because I think I got a lot of backlash on my last video where I said that when I look at the dislikes,
I don't care.
I'm assuming a lot of those dislikes are coming from women that don't have that criteria met. Because almost every man that I talked to, they told me that criteria was solid. And they've been asking me how they could actually take notes out of my playbook to help perfect their own individual game and their own individual romantic and love life. So, as far as I know,
I am a god.
The system is solid. The man with the mind. You can try it for yourself out here if you don't believe me. Now,
see that some harm comes to him.
Let's look at this one more time here. Right now, we're in the month of March.
You have an assignment.
Okay? If you start April 1st, on April Fool's Day, don't fool yourself and go out here and do a hot boy summer. April Fool's Day is going to be a day that you either go that way or you go that way. If you want to be drafted and you want to make it tryouts, you want to make the preseason, the cuffing season, the playoffs, and actually win the championship this next year.
I'd love that.
Follow what I'm telling you. Okay.
The American people are ready.
Let's go ahead and win the championship game this next year.
The Grail is mine.
Winning the championship one year,
And you're going to get
that
it.
doesn't qualify you for the Hall of Fame, guys. You have to consistently be an all-star year after year after year after year. You want to be a Hall of Famer? You want to be a Hall of Famer in the Funtendo game Hall of Fame?
Yeah!
Then you need to win consistently over the years. Winning one season and one ring that you could wear on your pinky, that's nothing, okay? Going to the All-Star game one time, that's nothing.
You've heard that before, right?
I want to see you guys consistently at the All-Star game. I want to see you guys consistently winning championships. I want to see you guys win more championships than Michael Jordan, more championships than Tom Brady. I want you guys all to be the GOAT of this game out here. And that's why I'm giving you this game. I'm going to hold back a little bit today because I've been going in hard on you guys. And I think that some of you guys can't handle the truth. But I'm going to give you the game, but I'm going to try to soften it up just a little bit every now and then. Because most of the time, it is going to be raw and uncut. So if you don't like it, don't come to this channel.
We do not tolerate failure number 3. Look after Mr.
Now,
Bond.
fellas,
see that some harm comes
I
to
proved
him.
to you last time that women are starting months and months of ahead of time.
100%.
3 months, 6 months in advance.
It doesn't matter what you think.
All right? Legs are getting shaved. Underarms are getting shaved. They're on green smoothie diets. They're doing yoga. They're doing Pilates. They're walking 10,000 steps. They're taking vitamins. They got vitamin routines, skincare routines, walking around the mall, getting exercise. Okay? This ain't a game to them because they're trying to get to that bag. You guys ain't trying to get to no bag. You guys are just trying to get into the hole. And that's the problem, because you're getting into a whole lot of BS out here because your mind ain't right.
100%.
So, pull this together up here and you'll be pulling that out down there a lot more. When I did a search on Hot Boy Summer, this is an article that came up, so I just want to read it out. The guy I'm dating is a total simp. It sounds really awful to say, but the guy I've been seeing for a few months is just a total simp and is such a turnoff. I'm not talking about being romantic or a nice guy. I love that about him. He's a good listener and quite romantic, which is awesome. But it's like his life revolves around me. I feel like I have power to click my fingers and he'd come running even though I'd never.
Here we go.
He wants to fill up my schedule with seeing him whenever I have some free time, and I feel bad for requesting a date of myself. I can be out with my friends and he's literally offering to buy me a taxi service home. I don't take advantage of this, obviously. There's being sweet and then there's being submissive. It makes me feel really awkward and really unattractive. Guys, this is what happens when you're chasing skirts around. You done went out with her once or twice. You know, she done domed you off real good, one good rip. You got up in them panties and this was wetter than the Niagara Falls. And you've been drier than the Sahara Desert and you done lost your mind.
This is now being issued as standard equipment.
Why? Over a good piece of...
Mamma mia!
Now what are you doing?
Darling Moneypenny.
Running around like a little puppy dog.
I doubt if she'll remember me.
On a leash. Okay? She's walking you like this by a leash.
I'd love that.
Know your role and shut your mouth because the people's champ is
Pulling
ready
out
to
your
talk.
card every time to pay.
I'm not mentioning no names.
Pulling up at her house. Opening doors. I ain't saying don't be chivalry. I'm not saying don't pay for dates. But sometimes you gotta lean back and you gotta see how much they value you. Sometimes you gotta lean back and you gotta let your woman pay.
100%.
Sometimes you gotta lean back and let her show that she's actually interested in you. And not just your money. But you know, guys don't hear me though. Now, the reason I'm pointing out this article is because a lot of guys out here, you guys are gonna find yourself in this situation. Hot girl summer ain't about out here catching feelings. Hot girl summer is about them going out and having as much fun as possible. They're not looking at you for a long-term relationship. They're not looking at you as husband material, boyfriend material. You're just a hot girl summer fling for a little while. You might still be in their rotation by the time summer's over, but come time when it's back to school and they have to go back to West Virginia to college, they ain't thinking about you. Tryouts are starting now. They got athletes to go chase after. They got children of wealthy people to go chase after. They got Chads to go chase after, and Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays. They got way more options than you could ever imagine. So, fellas, if you want to elevate your game,
I'm looking for Dr. Goodhead.
and you want to take your game up to the next level, you need to go focus on the 5 C's yourself. If you ain't got the 5 C's, then get out of the game. Cancel Hot Boy Summer. Forget about a relationship. Cancel all that out because it's not getting you nowhere but further into debt and further into simping. Let's jump into this next show here. They're going to give us some tips to get ready for cuffing season. Now, I already start getting you guys prepared already.
100%.
So we got six months plus to get right. Get that pocket right. Get your clothes game right. Get your physical fitness right. Get your mental and emotional state right. Get your credit right. Get your car right. Get your cash right.
I'm going to show you.
Get all that stuff right. But we'll listen to what they got to say here. Where is she going here? She said it's cuffing season and there's things that we need to do to get ready for cuffing season. She ain't giving us nothing to get ready for cuffing season. She's getting us ready to jump into bed. You know what? We out of here.
a great one says you can kiss us.
I can't count the number of TikTokers that did a cuffing season sing over or karaoke, whatever you want to call it, to that same exact song. So it's real. Ho, ho, ho. That's how you want to introduce cuffing season? Okay. Fellas, this is why you're gonna stack your bread all summer and have that cool chill boy summer.
Something we're making for the Americans.
So that at the end of summer, you can roll up just like this. Stack money, act broke, have more than you show, and speak less than you know.
I lost myself. Yeah, I felt like I was supposed. I lost myself. Yeah, I felt like I was supposed to be there.
Come on, man.
That's what we doing, fellas.
Drugs are illegal.
We about to cancel out Hot Boy Summer. Hot Boy Summer is canceled out completely.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out
Now,
of me.
at times, is it going to get a little bit lonely? Yeah. I didn't say you couldn't go out on any dates. I didn't say you couldn't go out and enjoy any part of summer, but focus on your discipline. Focus on your routine. Focus on stacking your money, fixing your credit, building up your situation. If you don't got a car, focus on getting your car. If you don't have cash savings built up, focus on that. If you don't have your own crib or your own house, focus on that. Focus on the 5 C's and get your 5 C's together, because these girls ain't going nowhere. Hot girl summer is going to happen next year.
100%.
But the last thing you want to do, fellas, is end up getting dumped again right before New Year's, right after New Year's, or right after Valentine's Day.
I'm not mentioning no names.
Just to wrap things up, you've all been notified. Start getting ready ahead of time. Start getting ready right now. Hot Boy Summer is canceled. Stack your money. Get your game together.
Not like this off the girls at all. I'm the type of girl to make you forget that you got it. Type to make you let me know that everything you got it. I'm the type of girl. I'm the type of girl.
In the meanwhile, stay out of these thirst traps. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode of the Funtendo Game Show, where we give you game, we talk about life, we talk about everything that matters to you.
100%.
And remember, when you got game, life ain't the same.
Cause we know
You ain't got no will.
what?
You ain't got no bottle.
Say what you tell.
Let's just be honest.
Say what you tell.
Let's just be.
Say one time.
You ain't got no